What's up guys, Lewi here. I was just having a conversation with one of the agents that I work with about a decision that he was making. He just got off a call, like a training call he was on, and he was like, okay, I'm doing this. And you know, we have a tendency to do that, right? We make like quick decisions, especially if something excites us, or if something triggers us in a bad way as well. We make a quick decision to either, you know, cut that thing or make a harsh decision, or say something or do something that if we'd really taken the time to think about it, maybe it would have been different. And this is just human nature, right? But I learned this from a mentor of mine a long time ago, to take 24 hours on a bigger decision to really see how I feel about it. Because if you make those split decisions, you're reacting out of emotion and stories that you tell yourself. Whereas if you take the time, you're reacting from a place of knowledge, from taking time to really look at what the path could be if you take the decision or don't take the decision. So today I want to take you through the set of questions that I ask myself when I'm making the decision. If it's for my business or for my family or whatever it could be, there's a set of questions that I ask myself, and I actually do take the time to write all this stuff out, and I would encourage you to do it. These questions will help you get to the bottom of if it's a good idea or a bad idea. So let's dive in. So what I'm going to do today is take you through a real life situation of mine where I asked myself these questions, and I'm going to share with you the answers that I put down and how I came to the conclusion about what I was doing. So this was from a thought I had when I was asked to speak at an event. First time I was asked to speak at it. And really what I realized was I have all these systems, I have all these processes and things I do, but none of it is like packaged. I can't explain what I'm doing. So how am I going to do this? So the idea was really, okay, about how to package what I do and clarify what I do, and then be able to use that going forward to speak at events or speak on, you know, Zoom or meetings or whatever it is, to actually do that. Okay, so what I'm going to do today is I'm going to take you through not just the questions, but how I filled out one of the ideas I had, just so you can see a real life application of how these questions helped me clarify what I was doing, and then either execute or not execute it. So let's dive in. Question number one: what is the productive idea you have that you would like to execute? So what's the idea that's just hit you? I want to switch my YouTube content from how-tos, etc., to home tours and neighborhood tours with me and Mackenzie both on camera. So, you know, when I was doing a lot more production videos, it was like how to write an offer, or, you know, how to find a home that you love, or whatever that might be. And what I wanted to do now was switch to more home tours. Who or what has triggered this new productive idea? I just got off a call with Mike Sherrard about this, and there are a few agents killing it from these types of videos. Question number three: what is the story that you're telling yourself right now about this new productive idea? And guys, this is a key question here, because the stories we tell ourselves about things are really that first trigger point from your brain. And sometimes it's what we react off of initially is the story we tell ourselves, but we don't dive deep into it. So getting this story out there is a good thing, but then we're going to dive deeper, okay? So what is the story you're telling yourself right now about this new productive idea? This mode of content creation appears to be hitting more because it's actually something that people want to see. Yes, my informational videos are good, but they're not entertaining, and if I'm honest, I wouldn't watch them either. The home and neighborhood tours will bring in new clients and leads to our business. Next question: why is this productive idea worthy of execution in your mind? It's worthy because it's a fresh look on our city, and it positions us as the experts in Denver. Mackenzie is a native, and I moved here 11 years ago at the time. So we have clout and we know the city inside out. So now I'm starting to dissect why this would work. Next question: if this productive idea is executed, how will it positively and profitably impact your business? So now we're looking at the applications of what would happen if we did it properly. It will position us as experts in our town and will bring business in from outside of the state. There are so many people moving to Denver from other states. We will blanket YouTube with content about Denver and the different neighborhoods, so we are top of mind in people's searches. Okay, next question. If this productive idea is not executed, how will it negatively impact the business? So we've looked at what could happen if this all went right. Let's look at what would be negative if it didn't work. It will not give us the opportunity to serve clients moving here. It will not position us as the experts in our city. So it's very clear here what the positives and negatives are. Positives are we become the experts in our city, people find us, people use us. Negatives are we will not have that opportunity with YouTube. We will not become the experts. We will not be the go-to that people find when they search. And then the last thing we do here, guys, is we jump into the facts, the outcomes, what is going to happen once we do this. And this is really important because it helps you think, okay, like what are the outcomes that I want to see from this? You know, if this works, like what are the 4 things that will happen that will positively impact the business? So really you're future pacing at this point. So we say, what is self-evident fact number 1? The Gault Group, which is Mackenzie and I's business, the Gault Group will be experts in Denver on YouTube and attract clients through the platform. Okay, self-evident fact number 2. LG and MG, which is us two, will have solidified a much stronger working relationship and will lean on each other's strengths and support each other's weaknesses. That's nice. Okay, self-evident fact number 3. The Gault Group will see more profit in Q3 and Q4 directly from the videos produced in Q2. And self-evident fact number 4. Gault Group will have grown their YouTube channel substantially and monetize it. So, what just happened there? We went through this series of questions. Okay, what is the idea? Okay, great. Well, what's the story we're telling ourselves about it? Okay, well, what could happen if we made it work? What could happen if we didn't make it work? And then if we do make it work, what are the outcomes and the facts that will actually happen from doing this? So you see now that instead of just having an idea and act upon it and just irrationally just take action, which a lot of people kind of preach doing that, what happens a lot, and we've seen this and I see this a lot with the agents that I work with, if you have that and just get to work on it, you're just scrambling to try and figure it out as you go. And what happens is, because you don't have the structure in place, because you don't have the knowledge in place of why you're doing it and what the outcomes are going to be, you don't have a clear path working towards it. And if you don't have a clear path, it's very easy to lose your way. So that's why a lot of people find an idea that they love and they think it's going to be awesome. They give it 2-3 weeks or even 2-3 months and then they stop because they haven't seen the fruits of the labor, because they haven't truly carved out that clear path of how to get there and what's at the end once they get there. They're just like, let's do it. This guy does it, so it must work. Let's try it. I do this for a lot of things, guys, not just business ideas, things with our family, trip ideas, stuff like this. I use these questions a lot for everything. So try it out, see what you think. What I'll tell you about this, guys, is that because, we put all this together, I started drawing out and future pacing what was actually going to happen. It did happen. And we started putting out local videos, and within about 3 weeks from a video we did on Park Hill, we got $1 million buyer moving from San Francisco, and we closed them up, and it's happened multiple times since then. So this stuff really does work. It's more about really dissecting the idea, taking time to really think about it, pause on it and really get to the root of why you're doing it, what the outcomes are, what the future pace of this is, and then execute. And it's good because sometimes you'll do this and you'll get to the facts and you'll be like, oh, I don't know what these future pace facts will be. That generally starts to tell you that it's not an idea to pursue at this time. If you can't clearly see the outcome of what's going to come from this, then it's hard to really focus on the dedicated work that needs to be done. So if you're just like, I think this is a good idea, it's very, very hard to keep the momentum up and the discipline to work on that goal daily. So try this out, guys. Let me know how it works for you if you try it on different ideas, different things that come into your mind, into your business and stuff like that. It works wonders for me. This is the type of thing I love, guys. I really, teach on this quite a lot about truly thinking about things properly and not just reacting, having gut reactions to things. It's really honestly a bit of a naive way of doing business. You can react that way in certain places, I guess, but taking your time to think about things is huge. It's definitely one of the things that I'll be talking about a lot on the mastermind coming up here that Mike Sherrard and myself are going to be putting out starting in Q2. If you want more information for that, you can check out the link below, and we're going to be diving into a lot of different topics like this that maybe a lot of your other real estate coaches don't really talk about. So anyway, if you like that, like, comment, subscribe, do all that stuff too. That'd be great, and I'll see you on the next one.